Assalamu alaikum, welcome and karibuni to Aroma Zanzibar's kitchen. Today we're going to make this beautiful, delicious, very simple Mauritian style biryani. So I've got 4 leg quarters that I'm going to cut them into 2. So I have a leg and a thigh, and this is about 1 kilo. So you can always use it full chicken and cut it into small pieces. Then I drizzle some salt, some red chili powder, as well as turmeric powder. Then I'm just going to massage this and make sure that each and every piece has got some salt and has got that beautiful vibrant color. Once that's done, I'm going to keep this aside for about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to start working with the rice. I have used basmati rice, about 500 grams. And if you're going to use a cup like this, then it's about 2.5 cups. So I'm going to wash the rice until the water runs clear. It could be 2 times or 3 times to rinse. Mine took about 3 times, and then once the water runs clear, I'm just going to soak this for about 30 minutes to an hour. So we're going to keep it aside. And for the onions, I've used 2 large onions like this. That's about 500 grams. Now I'm going to fry the chicken. Unfortunately, I've used the grease that I have used to fry fried chicken, which had some eggs, and I didn't realize that it was going to be like this, and it was difficult to see the chicken, but I just fried it for 5 minutes. We don't want to cook it completely, just want it to have that fried effect. All right, so once the chicken is done, I took it out and put it in the pot that I'm gonna cook the rest of the food later, just like that. And then now I'm going to fry the onions. I did reduce the oil because it was a bit too much, but also it was difficult to see the onions, so they were kind of burnt. And in the meantime, while the onions are frying, I got the potatoes ready. This is also about 500 grams. I drizzle some salt and the turmeric powder to have that beautiful golden color. Once the onions are ready, I'm just going to take them out, and then I'm going to fry the potatoes in the same oil. And also, we're not going to cook the potatoes fully. We just want to fry them to get that fried effect. As the potatoes are cooking or frying, I got the water for the rice ready. And I added a cinnamon, some cardamom, bay leaves and cloves and star anise and some salt. And on this side, I'm going to blend this. I need about 2 tablespoons of garlic paste, 2 tablespoons of ginger paste, and onion paste. So once that is done, I'm going to add that to the chicken, a handful of coriander leaves and a handful of mint leaves, and your favorite biryani masala. I used a homemade biryani masala, about 3 tablespoons, as well as 3 medium-sized tomatoes and 3 tablespoons of thick plain yogurt. Just going to mix that well to combine, and some salt as well. And if you're using a store-bought biryani masala, please make sure that it doesn't have salt, because if it does, then you may not need to add salt at this point, because we do have salt in the rice already. Then I'm going to add the onions, the fried onions, not all of them. I'm going to leave some aside, maybe a handful for layering the rice and garnishing. Then I'm going to put the potatoes, and then I'm going to keep it aside, and I prepare my hot water here. This is about 150 ml, which is about 3/4, with some saffron and rose water. Now the water is ready, which turned brown from the cinnamon, and I'm going to boil this for about 7 minutes, maybe about 80%. We're not cooking this completely, just enough, because we are going to cook this further with the rest of the ingredients. So once the rice is ready, I just drain the water, and then I just dumped it into the chicken and the potato mix. And then I got some onions there, the fried onions. If you want, you can add some cilantro as well. And then I got another layer as well And I'm going to remove this cinnamon stick, and if you want to remove the rest of the whole spices, you can remove them. And then I added about 2 tablespoons of ghee. You can use the oil that you used to fry the onions, but I couldn't use mine. That's why I use the ghee. Then I'm going to pour all that water into the rice because we do want the chicken to cook. All right. And then I finish it with the fried onions, cover it well. You can use a kitchen towel if you want. And then we're going to cook this on high heat for about 15 minutes. And then after 15 minutes, I reduce the heat completely to low. And if you have a frying pan or something, you can place it. And then we cook that for 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, turn off the heat and let it sit for about 20 minutes before you open and start serving. All right, so you can see our rice is beautiful. It smells amazing. I've been meaning to make this recipe for a while now, but I've not had the chance. And I thought the rest of the last year is the better time, I guess. So I'm sharing this as my last video for 2024. And I will see you all again in 2025, inshallah. And I take this opportunity to thank you all for your wonderful support. And I wish you all a wonderful new year, a blessed new year for you and your family. Thank you so much. For more recipes, you'll find all the ingredients and measurements in the description box below. Bye-bye.